Yo guys, what's good? It's Xavier. This week I want to show you guys kind of the industry go-to effects that you can apply to your melodies. I'm gonna use pretty much stock effects and just made a little piano melody with that Steinway grand piano. I just have a little flute lead playing over top. On something like keys, I like to EQ first, get rid of any unwanted frequencies. Thinking about the drums, put a high pass filter to cut out a lot of that low end. Go modulation chorus, I like how that sounds. Just drag the mix down a little bit. And what I like to do next is go to dynamics compressor, and we can just go to graph because I like to see visually how the compression's working. Adding compression is just gonna balance out the dynamics between loud and quiet, and we can just adjust the settings from here. Cool. Another good effect, reverb space designer, which is my favorite stock reverb effect. I'm just on the default preset and I like to just mess with this wet knob. Just with that basic effect chain, you already have it sounding kind of more realistic and spacey. Okay, so I have this Mellotron flute pulled up. I'm just gonna pull in an EQ to play the other melodies at the same time so you know they blend together. I'm noticing some kind of mid-range harsh frequencies, so I'm just gonna pull this shelf down. Let's go ahead and throw maybe a flanger on this one. Kind of gives it more of like a washed out vibe. From there, let's go to Space Designer again. And in Space Designer, you have all these built-in presets, which are super dope. One I like to use is Warped Effects, Jasmine. Now let me pull up another sound to layer those chords up. So I just pulled up stock VST Alchemy, and let's layer that MIDI down from the chords. Cut some lows again with the EQ. Cool sounding preset. Just gonna throw some Space Designer stock preset. So those sound good. Let me just get these melodies together. I'll just select them all and right click bounce in place. And now you can apply some of those same effects but to the entire melody all at once. Okay, let me just flip this a little bit. So after all those effects, a bit of flipping and reversing, melody sounds like this. Once you have an established melody like this, switch it up for a verse section. Is go into multi-effects, beat breaker, and just kind of flip through these presets and find something that sounds cool. Create a similar but different melody. Let me throw a halftime on here after that first beat breaker. And just pull the mix down so it blends the original melody with that halftime. As you can hear after that halftime, it's adding a bunch of unwanted low frequencies, so I'm just going to add another EQ and cut those out. So with those effects on, mess with this sample a little bit. So after that final flip, second melody sounds like this. That pretty much rounds it out for melody effects. From here, let's get into some drums. So here's that hi-hat pattern. Let's throw a little snare in there now. all the drums and 808s in this video are going to come from my brand new bunker multi-kit. That'll be down in description, first link. Let me just throw a quick open hat in here. And let's get a little 808 pattern going. That works. Okay, let's get some drums moving for this second section. Let's pull in some sound effects for this part. Get a reload sound in here now. I'm not going to get any more complicated than that. Let's do a little bit different of an 808 pattern. Let's see how that sounds. Last up, I just want to pull in a kick, and we're going to pretty much match that 808 pattern to alternate. So that should pretty much do it for the elements of the beat. I hope you guys learned something as far as processing your melodies and whatnot. Remember to check out that bunker kit down below, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.